Hello, my name is Ann Brock. I'm from Star Systems. I'm going to be walking you through a quick demo of major incident management in Helix ITSM. This became available with version 21.3 of the Helix ITSM solution. We're going to start off in Smart IT on the console. I'm going to actually start off in Smart Recorder. So we have somebody who calls in with a problem, and he's having VPN issues. So we'll go ahead and start typing that in. Of course, as always in Smart IT, I get a lot of other information, but today we're focusing in on the major incident management. So I'm going to select a template, create the incident, and then go ahead and save it. Now, as I'm looking at this issue and working on it, I may notice on the Resources tab that there are a lot of other tickets that are coming in around VPN. This makes me suspicious that maybe I should be flagging this as a major incident. Now, if you have the BMC AIOps tools tied into this, in this case service monitoring, I can actually click on that link in my ticket and come out into service monitoring and see if there are any events or anything I should be aware of, because that may be important information on this ticket as well. It's a little bit of a diversion for major incident management, but I did want to show that link. In this case, there aren't really any events coming in, but there are a lot of people having issues. So I'm going to go ahead and change this from major incident no to saying it's a candidate. And as part of that, I now have some fields available to get this assigned. Now, of course, I could use my assignment engine for this. I'm going to manually assign it to myself. I happen to be logged in as Beth. So Beth just became the major incident manager for this candidate incident. So now as Beth, I can review this over. I can look at those same resources, start seeing there's a lot of stuff coming in, and I may say, okay, yes, it is definitely a major incident, not just a candidate. So I'm going to go ahead and move it to yes. Notice the banner that there are some additional fields. We're going to see those in a second. So now that it is actually an official major incident, we've added in a communications coordinator because we do want to make sure there's somebody responsible for communicating. I know we've all had the case where the communicating sometimes takes longer than finishing the actual issue. So we're going to go ahead and appoint one. Again, it's going to be me again because that's who I'm logged in as. But just know we can appoint a different communication coordinator to make sure everyone's kept in the loop. Yeah, one of the other things I can do down here is start adding team members. Maybe I want Seth because he's a subject matter expert, so I want him to be part of this. And maybe there's another one I want as well. I'll type in some characters. I'm going to pick on Adriana, and maybe she's the vendor side who needs to be involved in this as well. And you can see I can assign them different kinds of read-write access based upon who they are. So now I've added a couple team members. Of course, I could add more if necessary. And then I've got some other major incident fields that I may want to fill out. Have I notified my management? Yes. Communications coordinator has taken care of that. Is this a security issue? Yeah, probably because it's VPN. Probably not a legal issue, et cetera, et cetera. So lots of things I can do here to track what I've been doing on this major incident. I'm going to go ahead and save this again and point out one last thing you can do with major incidents. There actually is a way to link it up with Teams so that you can launch chat ops and start doing communications within the Teams app. So the idea here is not everybody's going to be in ITSM. You may have some people over on the IOPS side who are working out of Teams and prefer to work there. So you can open up a Teams chat, pull everybody into it, do your discussions there, and then, of course, when you're done, that communication, that conversation is captured in the ticket as well. So that's a really nice feature that you can tie into the major incident management situation. Now let's say I'm done with this, we've coordinated, we've communicated, we've resolved it. Of course, like any ticket, I can go ahead and move this to resolve status. Maybe I'm monitoring the issue to see if it comes up again. But the other thing, of course, I may want to do is I might want to go ahead and open up a problem record for this particular ticket as well, because maybe my problem managers need to do something to make sure this doesn't happen again. Just like on any ticket, I can go ahead and come down here create a problem investigation, and put this out into the hands of the problem people. So that's the final step you might want to do with your major incident management to, again, reduce the problem coming up in the future. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come back to the ticket console. And here I'm looking at major incident tickets. So you can see on the filters, there's actually the ability to filter down to candidate, major incidents, yes, major incidents, or no if you don't want to look at major incidents. So in this case, I'm looking at all open incidents that are major candidates. Of course, if I wanted to remove the all open, I get the one that we just resolved. Really nice feature that came out as part of 21.3, and just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of it.